Hello everyone, PaperSpock here, jumping back in, and as I said last time, I accidentally didn't record audio initially, and I did a lot of translations, and I'm not so good at figuring out a way to talk my way through translations that I've already done without the audio. I just don't fully remember what my thinking was all the time. So I decided that what I want to do is go back through all my translations I have right now for the book. So, from your perspective, last time I picked up the book of the future, and then I went ahead and went through it. Let me see what the actual translation. History of Lost Future. The History of the Lost Future. Now we're going to go through line by line what I found in the book last time, just to catch you up to speed. This book contains a history of all that is true. And this book tells what will come. Everything this book tells is true, and nothing is false. One last time before death. Nothing is false. One last time before death. Together, people will be free. So those two sound like they're probably linked. The first three translations were fairly straightforward. And, some of these do have questionable translations in them. People of Nebula grew from seeds. Robots are gardeners with sharp eyes. I remember translating sharp being really interesting, or at least somewhat interesting. I remember talking about it a lot because... yes, sharp eyes. Sharp eyes is something we do commonly say in English, is, oh, this person has sharp eyes. But I didn't know if it was true in other languages or not. In order to mean, like, sharpness can mean, like, having sharp eyes means having good vision, perhaps being vigilant, things along those lines. But then, of course, there's the sharpness that, like, a blade would have that you might cut yourself on. And I don't know if those two words are linked in languages other than English. A little research I did suggested that possibly it's true in Spanish, but not necessarily. Because I used Google Translate to translate sharp eyes and sharp knife to see if they used different adjectives, and they used the same adjective. This could be a failing of Google Translate to find the best translation for sharp eyes, to translate that sense of sharp differently. That could be something Google isn't doing quite right there, so I can't say definitively, and I'm skeptical towards it, but I think probably it's something that English does, but it's possible other languages sometimes come to the same conclusion, though probably it doesn't universally happen, would be my gut feeling, and obviously this is the gut feeling of someone who does not have experience in the field, whose only other language he's ever learned is parts of Spanish, who sometimes does take casual interest in hearing about these things and learning about these things, but has never done so very seriously. So I'm just kind of giving you that context of where I'm coming from as I was saying this, that I'm not really the most informed person to be talking about this, but these are thoughts that are coming to my mind as I play through this game. So I was interested in robots are gardeners with sharp eyes. Gardeners, we have a person symbol, then we have a place symbol, and seeds. And so the place of seeds would be a garden, the person of the place of seeds would be a gardener. So that's how I got to that translation. So now to go through this translation, this is one that I never managed to put together. It just totally fell apart because I couldn't figure out how to parse it. There's a good chance I'm not going to be able to parse it here either. But we can give it a go. Interesting. Okay, so this word over at the right, I translated as they, but here they want to translate they as him. So that just means some other third entity. So, wondering about the plurality. Whether this is something that is horribly different or not. So anyway, let's think through this. And I can confidently put there. Bring. Maybe. We do have the colon there, so I'm less confident putting bring in that slot. But if I don't, then probably the next word starts here, but then that's got quite a bit there, so probably I can't translate this just yet. I could put in robots. Yeah, I don't think people I can put in. Robots, something. People and something else. Of them. Of him. Or his. We don't have enough things to... No, this is one that I understand why I abandoned earlier. I think most of these that are blank I'm going to have to end up abandoning, but... Yeah. Now we'll have to just move on. Robots are your friends. Friends is the only questionable word here, but... It's somewhat similar. It has love. So person... loved, and then I keep forgetting what the comma with the apostrophe on top is at the end, what it means, because we've had it by itself somewhere. That's something we've confirmed at some point. Not totally by itself, but with things which essentially, like something like a noun indicator before it, and then there's a symbol that I only understand as an ending to words. That's kind of it's like the double quarter circle shape, except it's a single one and it curls in the other direction. But robots are your friends. Let's see what the other options were. Robots are your parents. I could theoretically see that, but I was expecting something more complicated for parents. Grains, hands don't make any sense at all, but parents I could see us learning that, being that eventually. Serpent's eye holds the key. So for key we have this unusual new symbol. But I know this is a noun by the first symbol, a noun associated with a verb where we separate something, do something else to it, and then have the person symbol and the location symbol. So separating something. So maybe if that one symbol means something like a lock, we separate the lock. That could mean key then. I'm not sure. But it was the best thing I could come up with at the time. Ships sail into Serpent's Eye, but walls hold. What was our previous sentence? Serpent's Eye holds key. Oh, what if it wasn't key? I don't know. So, ships sail into Serpent's Eye, but walls hold. The next line, library will save will. This is one of the ones that doesn't make sense because of will. Library will save will. Library makes sense because place symbol combined with book symbol. Book place would be the library, but will save will. Unless there's someone named Will, but... Do not look for escape, look only for life. That also seems to make reasonable sense. Vault will save us. That also... Vault will save us. Ah, one that I did not manage to crack earlier. Beginning. So that pairs with the idea I thought of while I was doing commentary last time, if maybe that's a future indicator, whereas the other indicator without the two lines on top of it is a past tense indicator. But I think I think we need begun or begin, because we have the verb indicator in front of it. I think this is going to be one of those ones we can't actually solve right now, but we could throw join in here. Path. Here. There's something else clever we could throw in. Not in a rational way. Oh, waters. Where waters join. Something half begin where waters join. So, this first word, I think it means several. I think it's a plurality indicator of some kind. Or maybe not all, but many. Maybe many. Many paths begin where waters join. Something like that. We can't do that just yet. We need another word. Your master speaks only truth. Master was a weird one, but I think I ended up choosing mostly based on context. Because hand and finger speaking only truth seemed too weird, and that seems to be very clearly truth, because the conceptual version of true and the noun version of true, like that curly Q on the left. I call so many things curly Qs. That symbol on the left looks like a bass clef or an upside down bass clef or something like that. It, I think, represents concepts. Like above we have deception, and then it has the true symbol. So, and deception is this, but without the X. Deception is just this, but with the X. So the opposite of a deception would seem to be a truth. So, the whole sentence: your master speaks only truth. Some of these sentences don't always flow together, but the seventh god drinks from waters of nebula. So we got the symbol for seventh here, and started seeing that a lot. The seventh god drinks the waters of the nebula. People escaped from the seventh god. Not very sure of escaped. That first part's past tense. Then we have something like rose life or up life move. And that's a little weird for escape. Then the next line we have, but seventh god waits still. So people tried to escape, the god's still waiting. Story of this book has beginning long and past. It feels more like a line from the beginning of the book, but okay. Beginning was vault. The beginning was the vault. Okay. Then we have this, which I will attempt to break up, but I don't think I will succeed. I didn't succeed earlier. I don't think I have the tools to solve it, but... Vault... I think that would be were before the word vault. And... Were vault? Don't like that so. And was vault... See, that almost... That doesn't quite line up, I guess. I wanted it to line up. Ship probably fits in somewhere here. Yep, there we go. Went. Ship went. Location of the stars, so... Ship went sky. And... something that's kind of inscrutable to me right now. I'm just trying to think of anything else I can do. No, I don't like that. I think this is probably where I hit an impasse in terms of piecing this together. I could throw never in here, but I don't think that first part has a meaning, or means something we already know. But I'll throw it in regardless. And yeah, we can't connect anything there. We have nothing with a water symbol. We could just throw random stuff in, and then the game could tell us nope, but then we wouldn't get anywhere from that. But ship came down in fire, so the ship crashed. Let's go read that previous line. Ship went, reminding myself what I just had on screen. Ship went sky, and then I don't quite have a good grasp. Something with a vault, some descriptor, and then the rest is kind of confusing. So ship went sky, something vault, something something. But then it crashed. Came down in fire. Then we have this mysterious sentence. We have heaven here. And I think rock might be earth. But we can see heaven and rock. There's so many words that I think I could figure out, but I just don't have. There's not a lot I can do. Because this next part, we have a noun that's an adjective. This first part, I'm just going to pull up the word with to use as a pointer. So I think this is a division between two words. I think this is a word. Something with fire. Something with many or multiple. Something with fire. And we have a new thing that was fired, heaven and rock, or was broken, heaven and rock. That's as good as I'm going to get right now, I think. Heart of ship was broken. Okay. So the ship has an heart. Maybe it's the engine. Oh boy. Then to kind of review this part, we are spending a considerable time reviewing this, which I feel good about, but we're missing out on some of the slow parts. We're still getting some other slow parts. Yet. Or but. But there a dream here somewhere? Dream. No, it's not dream. The verb form. Oh, wait. Rest? No. Dang it. Yes. Her. I don't think I had that before. So this one might not be unsolvable. It still might be unsolvable, but there's at least a chance this time. Rest. From... Oh, darn it. This is her as in possessive her, not her as in that's her over there. No. Damn it, I bumped a button. I pressed the wrong button. That was a big mistake. So it's not her over at the end. But it is her rest. Not toward. Away from. From. It's almost this, but without the colon. Darn you, you colon. And that's not quite right either. I fear I still don't have the tools to solve this one. But yeah. Was? No. Let's see if I can piece together some meaning with what I am able to break apart. So, again, using the word of as a cursor, where do I think this word ends? So, this word starts with a verb. Then we have the symbol for time. Then not. Future. What I think is maybe future tense. And that's connected to a verb that has to do with star. That then has to do with, I think this whole thing is maybe dreamlike. So let's plop in dream. Oh, or rest. Yes. That colon there, I don't like trailing colons, but I also don't know if words with three colons in them. I feel like all three ideas should be linked, but I don't know if that's how things actually work. So let's pull out our little handy-dandy, the word of again to use as a cursor. So person associated with this verb. Verb is like rest. Maybe dreamer? Maybe this whole thing could be dreamer? Rest? Oh, what if this whole thing is awaken? Because awaken is kind of the opposite of rest. Or wake. But do not but never wake something. That doesn't quite work. Yeah, I feel closer here. Something about maybe awakening someone from a rest? From her rest? Maybe the goddess? Maybe someone. Who is she? It says her when I try to put that in. Maybe it just picks an arbitrary gender when the word is wrong, regardless, so maybe I'm just completely barking up the wrong tree. Do I have any other words I can pick from that look... I have quite a few words, but I don't think these are gonna bring things together. I think I need more info. They wait as gods bring hearts together. Yeah, I feel good about they. Seventh god will bring heart together. Okay. Another one which I'm pretty sure I don't have the words for. Because I didn't have them earlier, and I haven't learned that much since I ran into this one. And I did do a round of looking at the solvable ones, so probably this one would be marked as solvable if it could be solved. Heart. Okay, when heart is some sort of adjective type phrase. When heart is full, that's good. Hour. Thought we lacked the word for hour, but maybe we ended up getting it. Heart is full. We Opposite of never. And then the problem we run into. When heart is full, I think that has to be will, and I thought we had will. We will sail. When the heart is full, we will sail. Something I don't understand. We will sail something. I'm so close here. I'm so close, but I don't think I can bring it together. I think if we had the word for sails, maybe? If we had this word here. Oh. So the trick here is that I like to put in obviously wrong things and see if they eliminate anything. And I really don't think we have what it takes to solve this. Wait 1 minute. I'm gonna remove sail. I'm gonna put in of. Because of our... Yes! We confirmed full and hour. This is fantastic. Okay. When the heart is full, we will sail... blank of our blank. We will sail... Oh no. Start? Okay, this has to be end, not start. Okay. We will sail end of our journey is the most compelling one. Because go and path. Our go path is our journey. And the other words make no sense, because garden would have plant associated symbol, or the harvest associated symbol, the arrow pointing downward, pointing at a horizontal line. So it would not be garden. Hand, I'm not sure what would be hand. Injury, I think would probably have the fire symbol in it. I think that's good. We'll have to maybe get confirmation later, but I like that. Hour. Maybe I picked up hour kind of late, and now I'm able to put things together. Hour. Blank home. New home? Our time. So... garden? No. Parent home? Honest home? I think it has to be new here. Our new home. Okay. Let's review this. But until heart is full, we wait. That works for me. We sail rivers of broken heart. We sail the rivers of the broken heart. We make our homes on moons of the nebulae. Moons is... I'm less sure. It's not eagles possessive. It could be ports. Probably not mines, but I think moons is the best. We wait and we listen for seventh god's voice. I like that. This one, let's see if... I don't think we can put it together, but... Hi. Traveled up, so that's not the word. Sun? Traveled high up in the sky? I don't know. I don't believe we have enough information here. We can make some guesses, but we don't have the right words for the game to let us proceed. I think maybe we have some fragments here we could apply. And if we were allowed to combine, like, an adjective indicator with words we already know to make new words in logical ways, I could probably be making more progress than I am now. When seventh god speaks, we must listen. Who is this seventh god, though? What if 6 is the seventh god? That would be fun. Oh, we have 6. Oh my gosh. 6 common gods that are known, a 7th one that's less known. Our robot is 6. That feels like maybe it means something? When? Putting together this phrase, see if we can. Let's see if our fits in anywhere, because I do remember last time there were lots of places I wanted to use the word our, but couldn't. I'm not sure how we confirmed the word our, honestly. Must. We must. Sail. For. Let's go to this first part. Huh. I want to look through our words a little bit more. New? No. When blank is blank, we must... When heart is full. We have the word full. Yes, and that matches. When heart is full, we must sail for our new home. Heck yeah. We probably get to confirm the word new. And we confirm the phrase. It's interesting how much mileage I've been able to get out of doing translations this time, despite the fact that I spent so much time last time doing translations. Maybe they don't expect someone to actually try to translate. Well, they're aware of the possibility someone would try to. But what gods do not, something isn't. I don't think this is right, but let's see if it'll cross out a word for us. Yeah, we don't have enough words right now. And then this last line, we're also going to we will not has not. No, that doesn't make any sense. That does not make sense. No, I have something buried in the deep of my mind. Someone saying, that does not make sense, in kind of a phrase that I feel like it was maybe an old video game. It's some way of making characters say things over and over again, and that was funny, and so I played it over and over again, maybe? I don't know. But I don't think I'm cracking this. We will not something sunlight. Okay, let's go to solvable inscriptions. Our new home. That's solvable. We didn't click through, apparently, because I remember seeing that, but... So that seems like a whole lot of... Oh, boy. So I think this one might be one that's kind of bugged. think I've tried it before and haven't been able to get it. And bugged is probably just me being dumb and missing something, but... Ah, okay. This has to end with goddesses. Protect goddesses something. Oh. Let's start at the beginning. First word we don't have. Yeah, see how act is crossed out? That's a bad sign. That means I've tried to do this before and failed. So low would become lower. Yeah, this is one's coming back to me. Home. Try to put as many big words in as we can. Rather than home, it should be protect. Of goddess. I don't know why I'm trying to put time into this one when I think it's not going to work for me, but... Because I think I even picked up, dragged every symbol over here to try to get it to work. And then it just wouldn't. Home, nope. Four could go where in front is. That would complicate things. That can't go in. Low we can plug in here. This one doesn't seem like it's going to cooperate. Let's look at this one, though. See if it will cooperate. Hopefully no crossed out words in here. So for every everything. And this is one of the things I can't remember if it was I'm using from last time or the time before, so I'll just say it now. Everything is interesting because it's the only time I've seen the noun symbol and a word, but read literally. The first two parts mean every, so maybe the noun symbol is the thing symbol. So it's like saying thing light, thing water, and maybe that's how we get at our inner meanings of things. For everything. Oh, maybe not for everything. For every wall? For every wall, we don't have anything that starts with this. We don't have any sort of... Okay, that's interesting. We are totally lacking when it comes to words starting with a location symbol in terms of our options here. Opens. Oh, darn it. Opens is not... Unless it's just thing by itself, but that seems unlikely. I think, though... Do be... Oh, this is all sorts of scuffed up. Oh, wait, no. No, it's not. Must. So the verb is at the end of the word rather than at the beginning. Must be... Ah, we've got it. For every wall must be... For every wall... There. Yeah, that makes sense, because that's like the word you, but... The you place, the other place. There. For every wall, there must be... Door? The opening thing. It's the door. Thing. Open. The thing that opens. Yeah, I like that. And that lets us fix... Oh, that lets us confirm this. Let's take a look one more time, see if we got a new word somehow. Nope. It's not low, it would be lower. But anyway, we've gotten all our solvable inscriptions. And we just spent a good amount of time just kind of reviewing. We spent 40 minutes reviewing what I did last time in 90 minutes while doing a few other things. So I'm glad I was still able to give you something of the translation experience of what I found in that book. So the book feels a little disjointed, but has some robots being our masters is interesting. Oh, can I plot a course anywhere? Right now it says we're on our way to Elbereth, but do I want to go to Elbereth? We can't plot a course there. We can plot a course there. We're at Iok, so we could just land. We could say hi to Huang and show him some stuff. I was just at Iox, but you know what? We are right here. And I'd love to see, continuing the tradition of my last video, I'd love to hop by Huang's place and see if he has anything more he would like to say about the translations. Let's see if hopping in our ship and hopping out lets us do that. Oh, I like the music here this time. Seems a little different. We have a funny story where we hop on our ship, we have a logical story. We hop on our ship, we learn we had the book, we do translations, and we say, Aaliyah, you're back! Ah, you don't have anything specific to say to me, but maybe you'll talk to me now. Oh, I love you, Huang. Let's show him a text. Let's see now. This is an ancient. I mean, truly ancient. Where did you find it? Can you read it? I'm not sure what text I'm showing him. No, definitely not. I mean, I don't think so. Isn't that exciting? There's an inscription. I read it as, "We belong with gods above." Yes, I think you're right on belong. I'm glad you agree. Show him another text. Found a book you might be interested in. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as, "This book came through labors." I'm not convinced by your use of the word work in this. I agree. This book came through starlight? Long? Long open. Gates are long open? Door? A long door is a gate, okay. This book came through gates. That's better than what I had before. Thanks, Wang. Ooh. You ever heard the word slisset before? The stick's gonna turn off again. Oh, yep, he is. There they go. Slisset? Okay, 6, we see you're not talking. No, I don't think so. But Aaliyah, what's wrong with your robot? It seems to turn off for a period of time. I have no idea. Maybe we go to Arroy next, see what she thinks. It must be getting old. Nah, that's not it. Mistress, my head. Show him a text. Are these passages? Okay, we can see what the passages are from when we actually zoom in on them. There's a fragment of an inscription. I read it as last will find temple and gate. You know, I'm sure you're correct about temple. Thanks, Wing. You know of an ancient observatory? An observatory? That's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Reniki. There's an observatory there? Not quite. I was on Reniki recently. I know, me on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. What did you do that for? I've got my secrets, Aaliyah. Curators let me take a few things and trade. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadu. He was talking pretty expansively, if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it... Well, you asked me about an observatory? That's what Amadu said he'd found. What were you doing on Reniki? You've never left Iox before. There's a lot you don't know about me. Followed worst leads before. How are things down here? I've been trying to find a missing dictionary, mostly. Let's show him an artifact. What artifact do we want to show him? Okay. Something else. A metal hoop. Let's see what he makes of that. I don't think I'll give it to him. I want to show it to... Interesting. I want to show it to Roy. I'm not sure we have anything quite like that one. I'll take the metal hoop to the archives then. I'm not finished with it yet. Oh, well, of course. Show him another artifact. Let's see them then. Okay. Something else. Not the square foil. Something else. Something else. Let's show him the chart found in the rivers. Interesting. I've seen something a bit like that, I think. Only this one was inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. I'm happy to give that to him. And then I'll be on my way. Maybe I'll try talking to... Maybe I will, since I'm here. Try talking to the professor again. This is the script from a scrumpled chart of the nebula. It was found while excavating the catacombs here on Iox back in my father's day. There's a few words in this one. Temple of at temple at End. I can add my translation for end to my dictionary now. I like the word scrumpled rather than just crumpled. Temple at Circle's End. Oh, no. I want it to be wind. Oh. Wind, yeah. That is the word for wind. I forgot that was the word for wind. Temple at Wind's End. I think that's correct. You have any more like that? How about this? This is marked onto a decorative river map. It was found floating in sculptor's something. And this one is a phrase run together. This is confounding already. As rivers... I'm trying to get it to cross out something or tell me I can't do this just yet. Mistress, I do not think you have enough information to read this. I agree. This as the rivers does not make sense. Give me more like that. Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. The archivist will be grateful for the chart. Take it. In good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm gonna run up, talk to Mayari, come back, talk to Huang. I wish there was a run button in this game. Though I feel like that's not really in the spirit of this game. Especially with the conversations. The conversations help things feel less slow. We'll hop along this way. Aaliyah. Let's talk. Professor. You know how Janiki's ship might have exploded. I imagine he didn't know how to sail it. I told him to take a robot. Why would a roboticist travel without a robot? He didn't want any evidence of his hiring laborers? It's not illegal, but I don't know what he did with them. Yes? I tried that word, slisset. Uh-oh. It does something to the robot, doesn't it? The robots are machines, Aaliyah. They have a few curious features. What kinds of features? The ancients who built the robots did not see them as individuals the way we see them. They made them, and thus they saw them as tools to be fashioned. To be controlled. Of course. Would you use a tool that could not be controlled? How many words are there like this? I have no idea. I spoke to a voice from the ancient empire. I spoke to an ancient voice from the empire, Professor. It had been stored into a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. What did it tell you? You don't seem surprised. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. Recordings of important people. The emperors believed in the loop, of course, but they still feared death. How do you know this? You should come to temple more often. You don't need to dig up the Empire, Leah. They wrote everything down in letters we can read. The death the emperors feared was the death of the future. They feared the fall. The emperors knew it was coming, and they guarded what they could against it, stored whatever knowledge they could. We found devices like this before. Of course we have. You travel with one. 6 to me. Professor? Solicit. Re-angset. Set Siang. Six? Can you hear me, Six? Silin Ang. The language it is speaking. Do you recognize it? You should. It's ancient. Renba discovered a few of the control words for the robots. Set Siang. It wants you to ask it a question. What question? Well, yeah, I'm giving you the chance to talk directly to the ancients you've been chasing all your life. Don't you want to take it? It sounds a lot like Elbreth Patois. I knew it was old, but I'm only guessing here. Catkiss. Catkiss Ihwa Bo YFSL. I'm only guessing here. Micus? Micus Icus Bokeh. What is it talking about, Aaliyah? Give me a moment. I'm only guessing here. Salehwa? Salehwa Aya Wameke Reari. Wameke? That's a pretty bad thing to call someone. But then so is Salehwa. Albrethians really are talking in ancient. I remember a few words of my Patois anyway. Wameke? Wameke Aya Wa Bo Renfar. How is Six talking ancient? Programmed by ancients. Duh. We'll find out. I think all robots speak ancient internally, but Renva found a way in. A word. Malifar. It means fall. Maya? Malifar. Wetsale, Malifar, Ori, Elbereth. Katiokis, Malifar, Bo, Meke, Siobar, Sat Siang. That's as far as I've managed to go. Aaliyah, I need you to do better. Can all robots do this? I have no idea, Aaliyah. But this isn't just any robot. 6 was Renba's. Set Siang. Professor, what is it you think I can do? When Ix fell, Aaliyah, the palace here was overrun. There were hundreds slaughtered. The fallers killed almost everyone. People and robots. We know this. But we don't know where they came from, who they were, how they got in, how so many got in. We must know before it happens again. The robots know. Mistress. Excuse the interruption, mistresses. 6, what were you saying? Nothing, mistress. I do not like to prattle in front of my primary user. Something has come into my mind. A meeting of rivers, mistress. This delta, it leads to heaven's vault. Sounds like a proverb, nothing more. Every proverb must have a source, mistress, as must every river. I will consider the charts, mistress, and let you know. Time to depart, mistress? I want to talk more to Professor Mayari. Continue talking. There was something I wanted to ask you. What did you make of the crown? Disappointing. Were you hoping for a recording? There was one, but it was already lost. Aaliyah? Wang told me about an ancient library. Something he read about in the Annals of Mazwai. The Library of Future Knowledge. The library is a sacred site for followers of the Loop, Aaliyah. Have you found it? I think so. I'm just going to be open with her and see where this leads. I've been there. Incredible. This is better than I ever could have hoped from you. Was it intact? Has anything survived? A single tome. Written entirely in ancient. How wonderful for you. We will have to find you an office here so you can read it to us. We'll make a profit of you yet. The university flourishing? I think so, Aaliyah. Perhaps one day you'll spend a bit more time here and see for yourself. Okay. Let's leave. And then let's talk to Wang one more time. He's seeing you, Aaliyah. So I wonder... Do you believe her, mistress? Do you believe in the loop? Of course not. It's wasteful thinking, or fear. But still, Renba found something. Aaliyah! Good faith to you. You cut me off, I was about to get to say something. What does it mean, 6? Beyond the meeting of the rivers. The rivers never meet, or else they meet everywhere. I will not speculate, mistress, but there are patterns in the nebula. Flows and symmetries. Perhaps we can make something of it. It's like the tree on the lush moon. Indeed, mistress. I believe this one may be a clipping from that one. So I wonder... The library. I've mentioned and I do know that New Game Plus is a thing. I don't know a lot about it except there's harder translations. But now I'm wondering... Oh, you won't talk to me again? Okay. That's too bad. I'm wondering if we might have to deal with Spoken Ancient next time. Yeah, I'm ready to go. That would be interesting. This way, mistress. And so we left the university. See, we are at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Okay. 6 found a lead to Heaven's Vault. Anyway. Aboard the Nightingale, we returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. Now let's open the book again. You can now visit Renaki in the Reach. Let's take another look at this. Read from the beginning. Here's the next line. I did get cut off earlier. I thought I might have gotten cut off before the end. This one is several words. Really? Really? This isn't all one word yet? There's an and here. I feel good about that. We can plug another and in here. Sleeps. No, that doesn't match. That matches, though. But I'm not ready to do that quite just yet. Just quite yet. Quite just yet. That was an interesting turn of phrase there. We must wait, and we must. It's gotta be must again. I don't know what this. Listen? Why is that listen? It is listen, but I'm not quite sure how that parses because I view that as book and up being connected. Book and up being connected does not bring me to the word listen. So maybe I'm misinterpreting them somehow. And we must this, and we must that, and we must hope. We had all the words we needed all along. This one has a lot of symbols, but I'm sure it reads as hope. We must wait, and we must listen, and we must hope. I've got a good feeling about that. Close the book. We should take this to Huang. You might get more out of it. I will deliver it when we are next on Iox, mistress. Let's take the river. Okay, so I will ready to tackle mistress. I think I'm about to drop down to Iox one more time. Okay, I'm not allowed to drop down to Iox. I want to go to Elbereth. Okay, so my plan is Reneki, then I can't guarantee what I do after that, but my feeling is probably after Reneki, I would go to Elbereth and then to the unknown ancient site. Ioxian space. Sailing to Reneki in the Reneki Reach via the Verdant Pass and the Silk Pass. We've been those places, I think. Turn right ahead, mistress. Okay. Off to our right. Want to go faster, so yeah, that sweet sail seems to accelerate us. I don't think it can be used indefinitely, but it does seem to be useful sometimes. But I'm not sure why that would be, because, looks like it's closing our sails. Maybe it's... Oh. It's flapping. These are unexplored waters left that I think will also reach our destination. Now let's go to the unexplored waters. Looks like we're flapping our wings. Okay, what is going on here? Like we're on the side of a wall for a while, which is a camera orientation I'm not used to while sailing. The game is really interesting how it mixes its metaphors between space travel and between river travel. They do call them space ships. Our path turns left shortly, mistress, as should we. But it makes them more literal ships. Left, left, left. Okay, good. The verdant path. Okay, let's go across the verdant path. Let's check to see if we have any translations. Other than that, we have several. Found a book. We belong with gods above. Very good. Nothing more we need to do. Look at stars and dream. Okay. We're happy with that. Next we have... Things are starting to turn green. If it's red, we say redden, but we don't have greenen. Okay, either way will lead us there. But we're going to pass Myercy. There was a comment that makes me lean towards the theory that people aren't being born anymore. Which was Professor Mayari's discussion of how so few souls, especially good ones, in reference to Linda. Oh, I love this part. I want to pass control to sleep, but I also want to sleep. Either of these branches continue us to our destination, mistress. Okay, left one seems shorter. Make our left. Here we swing around. And we fly up over the top. I'm just kind of narrating basic actions because we aren't getting a lot from 6 right now, other than basic navigatory language. Not a lot new to discuss, I suppose. Oh, this is the slowest we've sailed in a while. What is with that? Oh, but that other river looks like it's going to be pretty fast. Imagine if you could accidentally go out of these pathways and get stranded. There we go. And we take a right up ahead. We go over the top. Ooh, this is fun. Water's above. Our path continues straight on here, mistress. No, 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 left, left, left. I was turning right. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going to get sucked into that pathway. Let's see how close we are. Oh, we're getting pretty close. In fact, we shouldn't have to take any more turns, so let's go full on trying to keep to the center. I think things are maybe faster in the center. I think this is we're not through it yet. I think this is just a faster path in general. But imagine if New Game Plus has the ancient language in text form and we have to translate from it to the symbols? Or the symbols to it. Maybe, what if the game is just totally an ancient when we play it? And we have no English to work off of. Renaki Reach. Let's hop her down 6. Avoid some notice. Let's see what this planet is like. Renaki, a market moon far beyond the reach of Iox.
We came to Renaka like thieves.
Renake?
hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
Sounds busy out there. I would estimate the local population to be around 12,000. The odds of finding one man here are therefore pathetic. You tired of sounding so optimistic? I am neither optimistic nor pessimistic. I am statistically significant, mistress. This way. No robots are significant 6. Hey, that's mean. They never have been and never will be. Some kind of plaza? But this is locked. Yeah, it's been a while since we've... These carded fruit boxes. Do they have ancient inscribed on them, maybe? Maybe? Probably not. It would be funny. Do you find the rubbish enlightening? You can learn a lot about a culture by its waste. Look at Iox. They throw robots away there. Oh no. And what exactly have you learned? They toss out rotting fruit. And most places struggle to grow rock branches. So this moon must be rich. Act natural. Hopefully no one will realize we never went into this alley.
We snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street. Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
Rugs. Pattern is similar to the one on the Nightingale. Mayari gave me that one. Maybe I could retire somewhere like this. It seems comfortable. I'm curious who we might meet here. I don't recognize half of these fruits. Do you grow them locally? I grow them in my tubs, on my roofs. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? I'll take an apple. Just an apple. Fine, lady? I have buttermelons, ripe sour berries, wet fruit, carnival grapes, fizzy just today's. What are those? Ah, the lady is from Iox. Something less exotic, then. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat first. A what now? Try the kumquat. You heard. How about a red pomelo? You can't possibly object to one of those. The pomelo sounds good. I'll package that up fine, lady. I prefer jewelry in gold. Offer something small. You want to trade jewelry for fruit? Jewelry is very good for trading, good lady. So is fruit. I guess I'll offer the cracked crystal amulet. Would you take this? I've seen better. You have a deal. Your fruit, fine lady. I suppose your servo will carry it. Do you know a man called Amadu? Curiously, I know him, as chance would decree it. He is in town today, I think. You'll most likely encounter his entourage. Listen, I just gave you a cracked amulet. I want more than vague words. You have more. I gave you a pomelo. Good faith to you. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy, mistress. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. Hmm. I think this would be an interesting place to pick up next time, and I think this is going to run a little shorter than usual, but not horribly shorter than usual. So I think I'm going to cut it off here, and I will see you next time. I thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.